Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Nina Means. I'm the director here for the Austin Community College Fashion Incubator, and we're here for Coffee Talk. Each week we have this conversation just to keep you, updated on what's happening here at the Fashion Incubator, as well as what's happening in our industry. So I'm going to give you kind of a top three rundown of what's happening here in fashion. First of all, the Cohort 3 applications have closed, and our judges are now completing the first digital round review of those applications. We've had a few designers say, "Oh, I missed it. I didn't realize this was going on," or somehow we missed you. We are creating an opportunity to recapture a few of those this is our absolute last opportunity to join Cohort 3. Typically, we would not do this. But we love to see that there are a few brands who are trying not to miss out on this exciting opportunity. And so what we want to do is we have our primary rounds being judged currently. Before we get to the interview stage, we'll make sure that those brands get a fair shake at joining Cohort 3 along with the other brands, and then to invite those finalists forward for an interview with our advisory board that include veterans in the industry and those who work here at the Fashion Incubator who also have extensive experience. And so this is going to be a great time if you are curious about how our industry works, or you're trying to take your product from an amazing idea to truly commercially viable, something that is truly ready for the market, something to share with more than just you and your friends or family or whoever is supporting you right now. Really connecting with your audience authentically. That's really important. But we're also wanting to really support brands to connect to your audience sustainably and using fashion technology. And so that's really going to be the core components of what it is that you're going to learn here at the Fashion Incubator as a part of that Cohort 3. So we'll be starting that new cohort in October. We're really excited about what that's going to look like. We've got some very interesting brands that have come forward, and we're looking forward to watching you grow over the time that you're with us. The second thing that I wanted to tell you guys about is, the digital Fashion Week has taken place. If you are watching what's happening with the Metaverse Fashion Council and others, there's some very exciting work that's happening in the Metaverse space, specifically around fashion. You've probably been watching, all of the avatars that are wearing, various outfits and costumes and clothes and, all these different things that are changing in the way that we interact with digital gaming devices, as well as just lifestyle updates and opportunities in these digital spaces. And so fashion is creating a very significant moment in that space. Just last year, I believe Nike reported $186 million in revenue from digital fashion. And so this is a huge deal. This is a game changer for the kinds of opportunities that are available for designers, early stage brands. We're really looking forward to cultivating some digitally native labels, as well as those that are made for real life. And some of them that will go between the two spaces altogether. So watch this space. We'll have some really exciting developments in this area. So for my third moment that I want to bring forward to you today during our coffee talk as we kind of wrap up, this is last but definitely not least. If you're watching, this in our industry, it's Fashion Week, and what's happening in September is really kind of the new year for us. And so September Fashion Week has kicked off in New York. And what's been exciting is that one of the designers here in Cohort 2 for the Austin Community College Fashion Incubator, Nico Perez of Nico, his collection here that he's developing. He works a lot with custom brands, custom brides, custom gowns, and was tapped to create a gown for Ebony Davis. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you Nico's work here. We don't typically do a lot of show and tell, but I didn't want you to miss the opportunity to follow a local Austin-based brand here at the ACC Fashion Incubator, who is dressing, incredible personalities, models, celebrity as a part of the kickoff of New York Fashion Week. She was at Harper's Bazaar. I'll show you a little bit about what it was she was able to do. So I'm going to share my screen here briefly just so you get a quick look. But definitely, if you want to keep up with what's happening with Nico, I would encourage you to follow along and watch his development. So his brand is Nico, but his Instagram handle is Tejannico. And you can follow him. He is here in Austin. He was the 2020 Texas Fashion Designer of the Year. And he has an event coming up here shortly. So if you are wanting to see some of his work in real life, you should absolutely see it. If you are a bride, you should definitely, or a bride to be, or you just have a gown for a special event, you should definitely contact Nico. He's here in Austin. He has an incredible experience for luxury clients, and you will not be disappointed. So here are some pictures of the beautiful work that Nico pulled together as the stylist for Ebony Davis requested these lovely pieces. So I'm going to let you see some of the early stage development here in our fashion incubator. The designers get access to studios and workspace. These center tables with our juking machines is something that they use to be able to put these garments together. Working late, I see it looks pretty dark outside, but this is a great opportunity for them to use these resources to help them bring the products to market. Then to see it actually on the model here, Ebony Davis, she did a phenomenal job modeling. Nico did all the gloves and the stockings, as well as the gown, of course. And she really was a vision. She looked amazing. So I just wanted to say kudos to Nico for getting such an incredible placement for his work at New York Fashion Week. He has really set himself apart as truly what I believe is the only Tejano couturier here in Texas. And he's really created something special here as a Cohort 2 member of the Fashion Incubator. And so, guys, we want to kind of close out our time here. We're so proud of all of our designers. They do incredible work from swimwear to evening wear to sustainable washable silk capsule collections. They are doing some really exciting work across a variety of different spaces within our industry. And so if you're curious as an investor or as business development, or even as someone who's looking to work with a brand as a designer or design assistants, we can definitely work to connect you with some of our brands here that are getting ready to grow to the space that they would be looking for these opportunities to help push them forward into the industry. So as we work on building small business here in Austin, we're also looking outside of that in terms of what's going to help this ecosystem of fashion, the fashion industry, really perform, really grow. And so if you're curious about that too, and you want to be a part of that, send me an email at fashion.incubator@austincc.edu. You can address that directly to me and say, hey, I'm interested in the fashion ecosystem. It's all about small business. We're about sustainability. We're about fashion technology. And we're really wanting to see, true growth here in Austin. It's absolutely possible. It's happening already. And we look forward to reporting more on where that's going in the future. I'll have more on that probably sometime next week or the week after that, to tell you a little bit more about how we are catalyzing the industry here in Austin. So again, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Today has been, exciting to recap all the exciting things that are happening here at the Fashion Incubator and just give you a couple of updates about what's happening inside, as well as what's happening in our industry. So guys, have a wonderful week. Again, my name is Nina Means. I'm the director here at Austin Community College Fashion Incubator. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. We'll see you soon.